Hi, I'm Clifton Warren, and welcome to the Top Producer Podcast Series. Today, we're going to talk about how to steal a competitor's account, how to steal a competitor's business. See, the bad news is your top clients, your very best clients, are top prospects for your competitors. And the good news is their top clients are your top prospects. I've done pretty well in my career of stealing market share from my competitors. And sometimes these accounts were under service, sometimes they just made sense. Now, it's not an overnight process, but it's certainly worthwhile the effort. And these are key accounts that I'm referring to. So you want to first start by drawing up a list of 10 to 15 target accounts. These should be accounts that are key accounts that are within your niche market, your expertise, your capabilities, and they would make a great addition. They should replicate your category A clients. These are your top 5% of your clients that generate, a good chunk of your revenue. These are accounts you want to have on your client list, what we call great logos along the way. So you want to develop a list of 10 to 15. Why only 10 to 15? These accounts can take a long time to bring in. It's not something that happens overnight. Occasionally you get lucky, but generally it's 12, 18, 24, 36 months. I mean, in one case, it took me 5 years to bring in one account, a sizable account. So these things take time to nurture. You got to establish relationships, but when you do win them, they add significant value to your business, both the bottom line as well as additional resources and capabilities. So after you acquired your 10 to 15 target accounts, you want to ask yourself the following questions. Why is this a good target for me? And be able to articulate that. It's a fit because of your market expertise, because of your knowledge, past relationships. Secondly, who do I know within the business, or who do I know out in the marketplace that can help leverage me into the account? See, these aren't cold calls you're making. When we're targeting a competitor's account, these aren't cold calls. We are laying out a specific game plan to penetrate and build the relationships for these accounts. Thirdly, who is your competitor? You want to understand who your competitor is, who the main players are, what are they doing well, what are they missing? And fourth, you want to ask, what is your competitive advantage? And you should be able to articulate each of these four areas very, very clearly. Sometimes you might need to build additional information on these. Once you have these four questions, you can start to lay out a game plan. And within a game plan, you want to just ask yourself, what are the next three actions I can take to move this forward? And, these aren't necessarily major actions that are going to win the account tomorrow. There's always 3 or 4 things we can do right away to start to get the ball rolling. It could be researching. It could be doing some background research on the directors. It could be searching LinkedIn for connections we might have in the business. It might be looking for centers of influences or ways to have introductions. These are not cold calls you make to these type of accounts. These are referrals. These are introductions. Or these are relationships that you build. So for instance, you might target some of the executives and start to form a relationship with them outside of their business through a trade association or a hobby or pastime that they're involved with and so forth. But there's always 3 or 4 actions you can take. These accounts, as I said, it can take 12, 14, 18 months or more to acquire. But when they do, they add significant value to your business. And you should set a goal to aim to acquire about 1 or 2 key accounts per year from your competitors. And that's, a good number to work towards. It's a good number to drive growth with. It's a good number to add to your client list along the way. You want to make sure that you're focused on these. Now, don't forget, you're also balancing this against other work you're already doing. But having this a manageable list of 10 to 15 targets with 2 to 3 activities you can do each month to move these forward. It's a way to have continual movement and to make sure that your pipeline is continually producing 1 or 2 key accounts per year, and that will guarantee you superior growth performance regardless of the market shift, regardless of the economy. And guess what? This is well within your control. You may not win them all, but you'll win enough to make a big difference. I'm Clifton Warren. Thanks for listening.